Some details are coming in with regard to the sheriff who shot the judge down in Kentucky, but they're really not enough details for us to know what the hell is going on, okay? What is going on down in Kentucky? But here's what we do know. This shooting occurred around 3 p.m., but before that, just a couple of hours before that, these two, along with at least one other judge, had lunch together. They talked about politics and really nothing out of the ordinary. And then they went back to their offices. At about 3 p.m. or shortly there before, the sheriff got to the courthouse, said he needed to talk to the judge. They had a conversation. They continued the conversation in his office. They had a little bit of a conversation beforehand. That's when the judge got up and went to lock the door. Not the sheriff, the judge. After that, they exchanged phones for some reason. Don't know what they were looking for, but they exchanged phones. And apparently, the sheriff didn't like what he saw on that phone, and that is when he opened fire and shot him multiple times in the chest. There is a lot of speculation as to what's going on in this case. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of speculation, but their pastor has come out and made very clear to stop with this speculation because that didn't happen. Anything related to the sheriff's daughter, that didn't happen. The sheriff also gave a deposition earlier this week because he, along with the sheriff's department, are being sued because a deputy was forcing himself on a woman, allegedly within that courthouse, within a locked room in the courthouse, one of the chambers possibly. The sheriff was deposed earlier that week, and he was angry during that deposition. He was not polite. He was frustrated. He was all the bad things during the deposition. Whether that had anything to do with it, I don't know, but everybody is saying it's not the daughter. They have a hearing scheduled for the 25th. Now, I'm guessing that could potentially be a bond hearing, and actually, he might get a bond given his past in law enforcement, but also, this is a serious crime, shows violence, and I'm sure that he has possession of a lot of firearms, so possibly not. Guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. What I can tell you is we're not going to know what this motive is until he decides to talk or his representative does. I don't even know that he's got a lawyer at this time. We'll see. But remember, I've always told you not to talk to law enforcement. Well, he's law enforcement. He knows that rule. He's not talking to anybody. So we're not going to know until he decides to do it. And honestly, it might help him to let us know what's going on here. If it was that bad that you needed to shoot somebody, you might want some public sway on your side.